What's going on, everybody? It's Phoenix, aka Crystal with a K, all day, every day, bye. Today is April 6, 2020, and I am doing your collective general 1-card 3-deck spread. We're going to hop back over to the Afro Goddess deck as our first card. Then we're going to slide over to our Work Your Light deck, and then our Mystical Shaman Oracle. Hope you guys are having a exceptional day. Hope you guys are staying safe, getting the rest that you need, working on whatever projects that you need to work on. Self-care is a project. Resting during this time is a project. So don't let anybody tell you that you're depressed if you're not and you're actually just tired. This is the time for you to get that rest. Our goal here is to not worry and to not let fear take over this time. Let's see here. Let's see if that's still gonna be the same. Some of y'all need to get out of your heads, I see, just from this here shuffle. Find the silver lining, find the blessing in the tragedy. Tragedy is kind of a big word. Let's see. I don't even know what other word to use. Find the blessing through the situation. Find your sunshine in this moment. Let's see, one more. I don't know why I felt like doing all of these shuffles. That's what we're going to cut it today. Coming out with this King of Pentacles in reverse. I just feel, don't waste your time. Don't waste this time. It is not funny, but it's like, don't be using this time to like take advantage of people, right? Don't be that person that bought up all the, we all know everybody buying up all the toilet tissue and all the hand sanitizer. So I'm gonna use that. Don't be that person and then turn around and try to sell it for like quadruple the actual price. Like, don't be that person right now. Excuse me, sorry. My bad, y'all. I had a sneeze attack. It was not pretty. So I'm back. This can also be somebody who is, you know, who has an unhealthy relationship when it comes to money. Or somebody who doesn't believe that they can actually achieve the level of greatness or the level of success that they aspire. So it's like you're moving in a spirit of lack, which is definitely like understandable during this, you know, particular time, like in this moment, because of like what's going on in the world. People have lost their jobs. People are waiting for money to come in, and people can't necessarily, or people, let me say can't. People feel like they can't maneuver in this moment. So that can give you that spirit of lack where you're not having the confidence in yourself because you don't know where the money is coming in. But what I said earlier, I don't know why it's coming back, but that whole hoarding spirit, where it's not, I don't even want to call it a hoarding spirit because it's like so much, not worse than that, but it feels so much heavier than that. Like, you don't want to have your quote unquote come up be because you're the monopoly in the area and now you over here hustling toilet paper and cleaning supplies. Like, that's not how you gonna get it. That's not how you're gonna maintain in this moment. So I don't know why it circled back, but it circled back, and so that's what I said. For others of you, it could be that you are, and you may not even be trying to do this, but just, you know, you moving in like a spirit of lack, and you can never, I don't want to say never because I don't want to speak that out into the air like that. It's hard to become this king right here when you're thinking with this king right here. So in the, you know, in the shuffle, it was the 8 of Swords that I kept seeing. And that's when I had said somebody is in their head, somebody is overthinking. Look up from whatever situation that you are in, or that you think that you're in, or whatever cycle it is that you're telling yourself. Whatever self-doubt that you have on replay, or whatever it is that somebody has told you that you also have in a loop in your head, that is not you. So look up, look at yourself, and speak to yourself as who you are. How are you going to break this chain of the words that somebody spoke to you, somebody spoke about you? You have to find your way out of that. You have to find your truth. Because on that particular card, the head is face down. And I don't even want to look through the deck to try and find it. But like, the head is face down. It's like, if you look up, there's no swords in front of you. If you just look up and stay true to your path instead of looking down, and all those swords are pointed down at you, lift your head up, look straight ahead, not look up, look straight ahead. It's a clear opening. It's a clear path. If you looking down and you just feeling sorry for yourself, you're not going to see it because you haven't looked forward. You haven't looked straight ahead. And you're letting those insecurities of other people, you know, like when other people like speak to you in a way that's negative, or they like talk down on you, a lot of you have heard the saying that they're just speaking to themselves. That's a version of themselves that they're actually talking to, and they're trying to push that off on you so that you condemn your light. And this is not the time for you to do that. This is the time for you to actually be abundant. So don't let anybody else's insecurities, or let alone your own insecurities, stop you from being that king. Don't let nobody else's mindset, let alone your mindset, have you right here. This is like a spirit of lack. And again, this could also be somebody that's just like having money troubles, which is understandable during this time. Something's gonna come up. I can't even say that there's plenty of ways that you can go ahead and make money, but there's ways that you can still go ahead and get paid. There's lots of work from home positions. There's warehouse work that's still available. There's, you know, you starting your own business with what it is that you do have. But that's not what I was going to say. There was another one that's like right on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it. I can't recall it. Oh my gosh, what was it? It'll come back to me. But there's some other resources. It wasn't necessarily a job description. There's resources out here. I would suggest, you know, making those pay arrangements if you haven't already, with like your insurance company, your rent, your car people, your credit card, whatever it is that's like hanging over your head, because we're all in this. And like literally there is nowhere in the world that you can go to escape what is going on in this moment. So don't feel like you're alone. Don't feel like you can't reach out for help. Don't feel like you don't deserve to get that help, because literally we're all in this together. So don't be so stubborn that you're that person that's not going to ask for help knowing that you need it. I definitely know that is so much easier said than done. But if you need help, ask for help. If you need to create a GoFundMe account, create that GoFundMe account. If you need to like holla at people on Twitter, you know, and follow some of those tags, you may have to actually put that guard down. You might have to be a little bit more vulnerable, because you need that help. And there's no shame in asking for help. I don't know who told you. I ain't gonna say I don't know. There's no shame in asking for help. That's all I'm gonna say about this God of Pentacles in reverse here. Ask for help. Don't operate in a spirit of lack. And don't operate, oh my gosh, I wish I could find the word, because the word is not hoarding. Don't operate as if you're being that monopoly. Like seriously, do not be that person in this time, because I swear that's gonna come around. Don't know how it's gonna come around, but that's gonna come right back around. That is not what you do right now. Let's go ahead and get some advice from this Work Your Light deck. I know last week I did a video and I was like, anybody could get it, right? I remember I talked about David and Goliath a little bit. And I talked about being the underdog, being that guy on the block that's taking their community back, that's standing up for their community. And I just feel like if there is somebody that's out there and you know that they're doing this, like overcharging people or reselling supplies because, you know, they can and they want that money, you never know, that underdog might just go ahead and stop operating in that spirit of lack. They might just smooth check you. Because keep in mind, Pentacles it's not all about money. This is about time and money. And I said that this is not the time to be operating in that negative, low vibrational spirit. Don't be that person, because you'd be surprised who's gonna come up and who's gonna check that. You'd be surprised who gonna run up on that. This is earth energy right here. I feel like I just want to pull another card from over there. All right, so we got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Right under this God of Pentacles. You know, the Ten of Pentacles is usually like our happily ever after card. And you know what? Not to say that you're not gonna get to your happily ever after or get back to that happily ever after. It's just gonna take a little bit more time than what you thought it was. Be grateful that you have somebody that's willing to walk by your side and get that with you. I would suggest that you and this person that you have by your side, y'all, you know, I'm a big fan of praying. I'm a big fan of meditating and of affirmations and vision boards and speaking things into existence. And I would just strongly encourage that you and whoever it is that's walking this path with you, I would strongly suggest that y'all, you know, y'all stay prayed up, y'all stay covered, y'all stay protected, y'all have each other's back. Because it's just been a little bit of, you know, a little change in the game. Make sure that the person that's walking with you, I'm trying to say this in the most non-hood way that I could think of. So whoever it is that's walking with you or rocking with you, or whatever the case may be, make sure that you got a real solid person. It's going to take a little while longer than what was anticipated, but you're going to get there. You are going to get there. Yep. I kind of feel like it was the two people in the household, or the parents, or the two breadwinners, or whatever it is that you want to call it. I feel like both of y'all lost y'all jobs. These are two different things. I intentionally read it like this because these are 1 card, 3 deck readings. I said what I said about that card, and that's what it is. I ain't taking it back. I ain't rephrasing it. But I wanted to go ahead and clarify that. And I got this one. This could be another piece of the puzzle of what's really going on. I am not taking away what I said about that original God of Pentacles, because it's many different stories. Because again, this is a general read. This is a collective read. It may not be you, and it is what it is. But together, this may be you. I don't know. I wanted to pull another card. I felt like I needed to pull another card. Y'all saw me shuffling the other deck. I pulled it, and that's what it is. So I'm going to leave that right there. And now I am officially going to move on to our Work Your Light deck. Okay. It's like this time is a test. This time is gonna test you. It's gonna see if y'all really... And that wasn't funny. It's funny that I keep saying that I'm done with the read, and apparently I'm not. It's gonna make y'all look, boy. Some truths are gonna come out. Alright. I just said some truths are going to come out. We got this mirror. Who or what is triggering you? I don't know. I'm feeling emotional spenders. This is not the time to be frivolously. That's how you say the word. Spending money because you and your feelings about any situation. It's not the time to just be throwing money away. I said earlier with that, God of Pentacles is not having a healthy relationship with money or mismanaging your money, right? It could be that your spouse is doing that, and it's just all like, well, where did all this stuff come from? We got money for all this, but we need money for these bills, like a gambling debt. A gambling debt, or just wasting money on the unnecessary that's making this hill a little bit harder for us to get up. Because you spending money on stupid shit. You doing stupid stuff. This is the time to have those heart-to-heart conversations with your person and to just come clean, be honest about what it is that you're doing, and see if that person is strong enough to take that on and to walk that path with you during this time. Some of y'all don't know y'all spouses. Some of y'all don't know your boyfriend or your girlfriend like that. And if y'all quarantining together and all of this stuff is starting to unfold, that's my baby right there, that smoky quartz. Let's see what we got from our mystical shaman. Could also be that, you know, you are triggering yourself because you're not dealing with your own issues. You're not actually confronting your own past. And it's like, it's like if you tell this other person, you think that they're going to be ashamed of you. As opposed to understanding. Let's take that. As opposed to understanding and possibly working through it. So it's like you're still deceiving that person because you can't even keep it real with yourself. So fact, if you can't keep it real with yourself, there is no way on earth that you could ever keep it real with somebody else. Because you stuck with yourself for the rest of your life. And if you telling me that you can't keep it 100 with yourself, but you up in my face, I can't believe you. So it's a possibility that because you have all of this time right now, you have to face yourself. You have to face things that you buried deep down within yourself. You probably have to face things that you've told your significant person in your life. There's probably going to be some apologies along the way. But I do feel like for some of y'all, if y'all actually sit down and have this heart to heart, and I'm talking about keep it all the way real, like complete vulnerability and trust within each other, and y'all but if y'all just, you know, have that open dialogue and that good communication, instead of throwing salt on each other's wounds, y'all can actually go ahead and heal each other's wounds. That's how I feel. If you guys focus more on pulling out the light within each other and pulling out those best qualities from one another, y'all can still make it. Y'all can still have that happily ever after. It's probably going to be, like I said, a little bit harder for y'all to get there, but it's a possibility. But you won't know unless you give yourself that opportunity, and why not give yourself that opportunity right now? You ain't got nothing but time. Some of you have nothing but time. And I would suggest you take advantage again of the time that you have. Like, I know that we're doing our social distancing and we're staying like 6 feet away, but maybe you need to do like a social media distance. Maybe y'all need to turn the TVs off. And you know what? Maybe because I kind of felt like kids. You know, you don't know if you don't know what's going on in your child's life. Maybe now is the time to go ahead and ask that. Now is probably the time to see, are you getting bullied at school? Were you getting bullied at school? Have you been sexually abused? Have you been sexually abused? Have to make sure I get that out. But now is the time to kind of do like a scan of the family's physical health, mental health, emotional health, financial health. This is time to do a whole body scan and really make sure that y'all good over there. We have the water card again. I don't remember if it was in reverse or not last time, but I know we got it last week. This number is 61. So it's, you know, the number 7 for all of you guys. If you're into numerology, that's your number. That's the number, not your number, but that's the number. Yeah, I think it was in reverse last time. It says, this is a time for cleansing unwanted energy and sticky feelings. Consider this. What water does to the flesh, it does in sacred rituals to the spirit. What the water does to the flesh, it does in sacred ritual to the spirit. The spiritual cleansing, like baptism, is the opportunity to get in instantaneous experience of the timeless, non-ordinary reality in which all true creation takes place. Now is also a time that is pregnant with potential for you. Carl Jung talked about the maternal womb-like sacrifice of water as a universal symbol. Water represents the potentiality of existence. It precedes and sustains every creation, emerges from its manifestation. It is dissolution of form. Because of this, it symbolizes regeneration. Make way for the process. You can expect it to be messy, but worth it. feel like I said that a little bit. I feel like I may have touched on it, but it is what it is. I really don't have anything else to say for that. That is gonna wrap up the read here for today. Again, today is April 6th, 2020. If you enjoyed the read, if the read stuck with you, I do hope that you would like, subscribe, and share. If you would like to leave a comment, please do so. I'm also available. If you would like to do a personal reading, we can go ahead and do a full spread. You can send me an email at phoenix@phoenixlotushealinghouse.com. You can hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, both at Phoenix Lotus Healing House, and we can go ahead and make those arrangements. But you can also book directly through the website at phoenixlotushealinghouse.com. I hope that you guys really pay attention to what was said today, and that you guys really use your time wisely. That's all I got. You guys be blessed, be magical, be easy, and I will holler at y'all later.